Okay, so another problem that arrived is the loading of components. So let's say we have a component like this or maybe like this. So how much time they take to load those particular components? I want that particular stat, right? So we are basically measuring the page load and page component being loaded, and that time I want in summary, right? So I'm not going much deeper with every component on the page, but can get at least few components, and this way we can solve this, right? So for that particular extension I can go to windsurf, right? Here I can create a folder within temp, and then let's say here I can see page load metric, or simply page metric we can see, right? And inside that I will create a prd.mv, right? Now what I can do, I can use DeepSeek for creating prd like this. Okay, so page load analyzer, so this is the prd. After that we will go for the prompt. So I'll save this. Here I can even mention within prompt to make use of Python PIL for making simple placeholder icons, right? So another thing is this particular prompt. So copy an example output, as you can see, documentation, right? And now if I come back to this particular prompt, I can paste this, and at the end I can say use Python PIL for making placeholder icons, right? You can even get everything right in order, just in case if you want to add something, right? Use shift and enter to make some space, right? Once all the fields are added, I can simply check the model. I'll go with cascade base. I don't need to use any form of premium model or so. Once that is done, I can simply hit send, and then I can go ahead and see how much time it is being taken to generate this. So it directly went for icons, so which is odd. I specifically mentioned to go through the PRD and compare it with implementation, right? So it checked the files, right? Some of the files it has looked over, for example few like technical requirements where it is looking at everything, but some things not implemented, like charting. So here in this particular case it needs chart.js, right? So it will have to be implemented, but first I have to check whether it has done the minimal setup, then we can go ahead and implement the other features which are left over, right? So what I can do, I open the Edge browser, and within Edge you go to extensions, then go manage extension, and you will get to this page. Now click load unpacked, and here I have page metrics. I will just, here you can see it says failed to load extension, right? So there seems to be some sort of issue, right? So let me check everything, and I will just post the error that is appearing right now. Okay, as you can see, manifest file is missing. You can say error is pointing out that manifest file is missing, right? So we are making it search. Okay, so it has to get it from the source file, so it has to change its location. So instead of inside the source folder, it has to go out, right? And then we have to check other files too and arrange them properly, right? That seems to be the only way we can get rid of a lot of these errors that are appearing. Okay, so whenever there are issues with the folder structure, it will attempt to edit the manifest.json. So in this particular case, it was already inside another folder, so I got it to the root folder and then manage the structure. So it double checked. Let me see if we have to do anything else. Right, so it says remove the source folder, so I'll be deleting that, so everything is within the root, right? Now I can test this to see whether it is functional. So before that, I'll just load one site, and here you can go load unpacked, and here you can see select the folder. Now as you can see, it has its own icon which we created using Python PL, right? So apart from that, I can load the web page. Now here, let's see. Okay, so there are emojis issues, so I will ask it to avoid making use of any form of emojis because they are appearing like a symbol, right? So we'll copy this. I will ask it to remove any emoji reference due to encoding issue, right? So okay, so friends, there seems to be issues with emoji and icons, so they are appearing like either remove it or fix it, right? So if that approach is taken, it will update the required file. So you can see I can refresh the analysis. You can also update on the table at the next, so that it will show the analysis in table format. Okay, once the changes are done, choose the accept all, then go back here, then choose your extension. Here as you can see, now the emojis are removed, but we need a better structure, right? We also need better table to load time, KB size. The horizontal scrolling seems to have been added, right? So here you see we do have decent replacement for emojis. Here you can see the bracket where it shows insight and then time and then details, but I don't think we would be able to use this much unless we fix the horizontal scroll. So it doesn't look pretty, right? So beautify it, make it pretty. Okay, so I mentioned about trying to bring more clarity and the color, right? Specifically with the tables that we are seeing and facing. So everything looks pretty much useful here, the way we are adding some changes, right? Currently I updated the pop-up CSS and HTML. I will be fixing the table and performance display part. Okay, now once the changes are being done, I can simply update, right? Then enable. If I go back to a particular page, right, now the clarity is there. As you can see, looks pretty now, right? I can refresh if new page is loaded. Here you can see images, performance, script, CSS font, then performance analysis, who is taking the most, then resource breakdown, right? Now I can even see the horizontal scroll, which I was expecting, right? So that is also being added. So now everything just works, right? You can see the multiple scroll bars. That seems to be issue, so it looks a bit ugly, but I can fix that. I can even instruct on, there are multiple vertical scroll bars, which you can fix. It looks awesome, right? So I'm praising this one a bit. After that, again the change is made, I will update the plugin. So every time the extension is updated, I can just refresh this and update. Okay, now the change is made. Let me go back to extension, then update, enable. Okay, now let's refresh this and go back to page metric, and now that extra scroll bar is gone. Here you have for your own content, but that is pretty much it. It has managed to give you the right data as well on the performance analysis, right? There is this particular resource breakdown. All of this can be exported into JSON and CSV. I'm not sure if these two buttons work. I can try. Okay, so CSV export happened. There is also JSON. So if I check this particular downloads part, okay, so that is, not sure what went wrong. Okay, both these files are downloaded. Okay, so it seems like extension works. So I made this with Windsurf and with Chrome manifest.